Hello everyone, Army. What if most of the stories circulating on the internet never actually happened? In just a matter of minutes, a rumor can spread across an entire fandom. I used to think that only on Wattpad people made up stories to deal with the strange feelings of their own imagination. There, fiction truly becomes a place where people pour out ideas, fantasies, and scenarios that don't always exist in the real world. But recently, I began to realize something quite surprising. It turns out that fictional narratives are not only created on storytelling platforms. On social media, there are also people who create stories as if they were facts, just to gain attention and make others believe them. For example, recently some Taekook fans claimed that they saw Jeon and Jungkook filming somewhere. The person who said they saw them also mentioned that they had actually wanted to meet Taehyung, but failed. The story immediately spread quickly, as it usually does whenever a new rumor appears in the fandom. However, what truly confuses me is one very simple thing: where is the evidence? When people start asking whether there are photos, videos, or at least something that could confirm the story, the answer is always the same: there is nothing. Just a story from one person claiming that they saw them. This pattern has actually happened many times before. Anyone can say they saw an idol somewhere, but without proof, it is only words. What is even stranger is that if they were truly at a filming location, there would certainly be many other people around who also saw them. In today's world, it is almost impossible for someone to keep a moment like that to themselves. Usually, within minutes, photos or videos would already appear on social media. Until now, there hasn't been a single photo, autograph, or real piece of evidence that can confirm that story. In fact, there are details within the story that make it sound even less believable. The person who claimed to see them said that Jeon and Jungkook were not wearing makeup during filming. Yet we all know that this is almost impossible. In the entertainment industry, especially during filming, idols almost always wear camera makeup. They themselves have mentioned many times on various occasions that when they wear makeup, it is usually because they are filming something. So when someone says they saw a filming process without any makeup at all, the story immediately feels suspicious. This only strengthens the suspicion that the story may have been fabricated to make it sound interesting. If they really were filming something, that would mean they were working. And when they work, there is usually a production team, staff members, and many other people involved in the process. However, people often forget one important thing: they are members of a globally famous group, BTS. When Jungkook has free time outside of work, he is free to choose who he wants to spend that time with. On several previous occasions, he has been seen spending time with Taehyung or with his friends when he is not working. This is part of his personal life. It is important for us as fans to understand that there is a big difference between their professional lives as idols and their personal lives as individuals. On the other hand, there was a different situation that happened recently. A girl actually saw Taehyung yesterday, and this time there is clear evidence. From what can be seen, Taehyung was indeed filming something. He was seen with a girl wearing a school uniform, and the girl who witnessed the moment immediately took a photo and uploaded it to her social media. This is a real example of evidence that can truly be verified. The difference is very clear. This girl did not just say she saw Taehyung, she also showed a photo to support her story. With that evidence, the information becomes far more credible than a rumor without proof. The problem is that on the internet it is very easy for someone to create a story when they are not required to prove anything. With just one post, a rumor can spread widely within minutes. Then there are people who immediately believe it without checking the truth first. They share the story again, add their own speculation, and without realizing it, make the rumor appear like a fact. In the end, situations like this actually make them look uncritical themselves. What is most troubling is when lies like this begin to affect the image of the artists and confuse other fans who are trying to understand what is truly real and what is just a fabricated story. That is why it is often wiser to wait for official information rather than immediately believing everything that circulates on the internet. amid all the rumors and speculation that continue to appear, there is one thing that has always been clear to many people: the relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook has something that feels very special. It does not need to be proven through stories created by others. On the contrary, that special quality can be seen in the small moments they naturally share, moments that are not forced and not created for drama. When they are seen together, what often appears are simple interactions, spontaneous laughter, warm and familiar glances, or the way they support each other in different situations. All of this happens naturally, without the need for additional narratives from the outside. In fact, that simplicity is what makes many people feel that their relationship has a genuine depth. These small interactions show the level of trust they have in one another. They seem so comfortable around each other, as if each other's presence always becomes a safe space. This is very different from the stories created by people on the internet, which often try to create dramatic situations that never actually happened. A sincere relationship does not need fabricated stories or fake proof to appear real. Sincerity is often visible in small details that appear spontaneously. And when someone truly pays attention to Taehyung and Jungkook's interactions over the years, many feel that the warmth between them has never seemed forced. They also show pride in each other's achievements in very sincere ways. When one of them looks tired or under pressure, the presence of the other often appears like a silent form of support that carries great meaning. In many moments, those unspoken expressions feel stronger than any words. Throughout their many years together in this industry, Taehyung and Jungkook have shared countless experiences. That long period of time naturally strengthens their connection, making it deeper and more mature over time. It's no surprise that many people feel there is something truly special about their bond. The small things they show often feel very personal and sincere. They don't seem staged for the camera, but rather something that appears naturally from the closeness they have built over many years. It is precisely this authenticity that makes their connection feel so real to many fans. Love, friendship, and closeness can sometimes look simple, yet incredibly strong. These things do not need to be proven to anyone. Bonds like these often grow naturally from shared experiences and the long journey they have taken together since the beginning of their careers. As fans, we are actually very fortunate to witness even a small part of their journey. Watching how they support each other and work together offers many lessons about friendship, trust, and mutual respect. At the same time, it is important for us to respect them as individuals with their own private lives. Forcing our expectations or perspectives onto them would not be fair. No one truly knows the full story behind their lives. Everyone has their own journey and struggles, including the artists we admire. Therefore, the best thing we can do as fans is offer support, respect, and appreciation for everything they do. The love, friendship, and connection they have built over the years are valuable. They deserve to be appreciated without being exaggerated or overinterpreted. Sometimes the most beautiful thing is simply allowing something to remain exactly as it is. We are grateful for all the moments Taehyung and Jungkook have shared with fans over the years. They are not only talented artists but also two individuals who have inspired many people through their journey. On the other hand, there is an interesting phenomenon often seen on social media. When Taehyung or Jungkook show affection or closeness, some people immediately criticize or interpret it negatively. Yet when the same actions are done by others, the reactions are often very different. This invites us to reflect on how we judge certain actions. Are we truly seeing things objectively, or are we allowing personal preferences to influence the way we judge others? Taehyung and Jungkook, like anyone else, deserve the same respect when they express themselves sincerely. Their closeness has touched the hearts of many people around the world because it feels natural and genuine. What makes them so fascinating is not only their musical talent, but also the dynamic of their relationship. The way they interact often feels spontaneous, as if there is no distance between them. The wordless communication they show reflects a deep understanding of each other. This creates a warm and inspiring dynamic for many people who follow their journey. What makes their connection feel so special is its naturalness. It does not look forced, nor does it feel like they are playing specific roles. Everything appears in a spontaneous and sincere way. Small gestures, eye contact, or the way they seem to find each other in a crowd often look very natural. Authenticity like this is rare, and perhaps that is why so many people feel connected to them. The exclusivity of their relationship does not make it closed off, instead, it makes it unique. It is something that has grown from years of shared experiences. This year will likely become an important new chapter in the journey of Taehyung and Jungkook. Many fans are looking forward to the new moments they will create in the future. Their return to the stage brings back an energy that fans have truly missed. It is a reminder that their journey is still continuing. And every time they appear together, every glance, every smile, and every small gesture they share on stage seems to remind us that we are witnessing something truly special. ARMY, in the end we may never truly know the full story behind the lives of the idols we admire. But one thing is clear, the connection between Kim Taehyung and Jeon Jungkook has created many moments that have touched the hearts of millions of fans around the world. From simple glances to small smiles and the way they support each other on stage, everything shows a connection that feels sincere and natural. Instead of getting trapped in endless speculation or debates, perhaps the most beautiful thing we can do as fans is to enjoy every moment they share, appreciate their hard work, and continue giving them sincere support. Because in the end, their music, friendship, and energy are the reasons why so many people feel inspired by them. Thank you for watching until the end with Gallery Jungkook. If you feel the same way about Taehyung and Jungkook's moments in this latest trailer, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video on Gallery Jungkook, where we continue sharing stories, moments, and the incredible journey of the artists we love.